Lately, we have been facing one of the most challenging and dangerous battles, the battle against the male figure, which has always been seen as a pillar in society and in the family. In the past, men had the responsibility of being strong, protecting, and leading families, communities, and nations. But now, it seems that all of this is changing, as there is a significant effort for men to lose their importance. And make no mistake, this conflict is not just a cultural or social dispute. It is a spiritual war. According to the Bible, God has already defined the role of men on earth, and the devil wants to distort and destabilize everything he has established. Have you noticed that men today are not as masculine as they used to be? Try to recall movies and cartoons from the last century. Characters like Hercules, Rambo, Bruce Lee, Rocky Balboa, Chuck Norris, and He-Man were not just fictional heroes. They were symbols of strength, courage, justice, and responsibility. They played a crucial role in shaping the character and identity of men, because many boys grew up inspired by these examples, learning to be responsible and understanding that they should care for and protect their families. Today, if we are not careful, all of this could be at risk. Therefore, in today's video, I will show you how the enemy has been subtly working in society and how you should be prepared not to fall into his traps. But before we begin, I want to ask you to subscribe to my channel. It's very quick, very easy. Just click on the subscribe button below the video, and next to it, a bell icon will appear. Click on that bell and select the all option so that you receive the upcoming videos directly on your phone, okay? I want to help you understand the Bible in a very easy way, so come and walk with me. Now let's get started. Since the creation of the world, man has always played a crucial role in family and community. In the book of Genesis, we see that God entrusted man with the responsibility of caring for the Garden of Eden. Thus, Adam became the leader and guardian of this garden. As time passed, the Lord continued to raise up and empower men to care for all that he had created. For example, Abraham is a significant figure in the Bible who demonstrated how a man should be the priest of his home. He not only took good care of his household, but also had great faith in God. As a husband and servant, Abraham was a spiritual leader, setting an example of dedication and trust in God. Jacob, known for his determination, became an example of facing life's struggles and overcoming them. His life, filled with challenges, showcased how a man can confront problems and emerge victorious. As the head of the family, he became a model of leadership and courage for his children. Then came Joseph, one of the best examples of how a man should not succumb to weakness or self-pity. Despite facing difficult moments, such as betrayal and unjust imprisonment, Joseph remained honest and steadfast in his faith in God. He used his wisdom and skills to become a great leader in Egypt, ultimately saving thousands of people from famine. 400 years later, God chose Moses to care for his people. Moses was courageous, a natural leader, and had unwavering faith. He confronted his fears to challenge Pharaoh and free his people from slavery in Egypt, later guiding them through the desert. His integrity helped him overcome insecurities for a greater purpose. Following that, God chose David, who transitioned from a humble shepherd to the king of Israel. David demonstrated courage and unwavering faith in God throughout his entire life. He protected his family, and later, the entire nation of Israel, with great bravery, becoming a role model for all other leaders who came after him. David's son, Solomon, was also chosen by God and ruled with wisdom and honor. His reign was characterized by peace and prosperity, illustrating how a leader who understands their responsibilities can greatly benefit everyone, prioritizing the common good over personal interests. Speaking of David and Solomon, there is a crucial piece of advice that David imparted to his son Solomon before his death. Take a look at what he said. "I am about to go the way of all the earth," he said. "So be strong, act like a man, and observe what the Lord your God requires. Walk in obedience to him, and keep his decrees and commands, his laws and regulations, as written in the law of Moses. Do this so that you may prosper in all you do and wherever you go." Look at this, brothers and sisters. As we've seen in all these Bible examples, when a man embraces his role, he becomes a blessing and influences others to live in the same way. Unfortunately, it seems that nowadays, there's an attempt to weaken and trivialize the image of men, as if they want to change the structure of the family. I have no doubt that this is a major strategy of Satan, and it manifests in various ways. For example, on TV, the internet, and in movies, men are often portrayed negatively or as very weak. In the Barbie movie, which was a box office hit, Ken is depicted as much less important than Barbie. He always remains in the shadow of the woman, as if he is not needed in her life. Another example that shocked me was the new Disney movie of Indiana Jones. That hero from the past, always known for his courage, now returns aged, weak, and submissive to a feminist character. Not that age is a problem, but the message conveyed is that the strong and courageous man of the past is gone, and a woman has taken the reins. There's another example that should not go unnoticed. In the animated series Peppa Pig, the main character, the pig, often refers to her father as a silly daddy, diminishing the paternal figure within the home and giving the mother control of the household and power to handle family situations. These things may seem harmless, but they carry a powerful message that influences people's mentality, especially children and young people, changing how they perceive the roles of men and women. And it doesn't stop there. There is a false idea of female empowerment nowadays that tries to take women out of their traditional roles as mothers and wives, as if these roles were less important. Moreover, some groups are trying to tarnish the image of men, labeling them as sexist and toxic, without understanding who they really are. Of course, there are bad men, but it's not right to lump everyone into the same category. It's important to note that when I talk about feminism, I'm not referring to women fighting for equality and respect. I certainly support those women, but some feminist groups are creating an unnecessary war between men and women, damaging harmony in society. The Bible states in Ephesians chapter 5 that a man should be the leader at home and in the relationship, as well as protect and care for his wife. The woman is instructed to be submissive to him, but this doesn't imply inferiority. Rather, it signifies respecting the authority of the husband. It's essential to note that many women in the Bible, such as Ruth, Rebecca, Sarah, and Mary, made a significant impact in their generation while being submissive. This demonstrates that women can and should express their opinions, faith, and wisdom without ceasing to be women, and especially without diminishing the masculine figure. Therefore, the idea of weakening the image of men, whether in the media or in some social movements, is not happening by chance. It is a strategy of Satan to destroy the family, which is a divine design. So, if you are a man watching this video, I have some advice that will help you in this spiritual battle that is rising against you. And the first advice: strengthen your family through prayer. Start having moments of prayer and Bible reading in your home. This will help you get closer to God and also strengthen the bonds with your family, creating an environment full of faith and love. You will notice that just a few minutes of doing this each day will make all the difference. Amen? The second advice: encourage conversation. Sometimes the head of the household may not be accustomed to actively listening to the spouse and children, but this is crucial for building a good relationship among you. When you listen to your family and dedicate time to them, they start to respect and admire you more. And the third advice: be an example of a Christian. Strive to show love, patience, humility, and be an example of a Christian in all areas, because your family will follow your example, positively influencing your home and everyone around you. And the fourth advice: participate in the education of your children. Some men, especially those raised in more traditional and older households, may think that only women should educate children. But brothers and sisters, that is not correct. The Bible states in Proverbs 22 that this is a shared responsibility. This is even more crucial when you have sons, because they need a good example of a father, husband, friend, and servant of God to become true men. Amen? And remember something very important. Every Christian's struggle is not against people, but against the spiritual forces of evil that do everything to try to destroy God's plans. So don't let Satan's traps disrupt your life and your family. Fulfill your role as a leader, be a man of respect, and you will be leaving a great legacy for future generations. If you liked this message, share it with the men you know. Let's spread messages to strengthen our Christian faith. I'll see you in the next video. May God bless you powerfully. A big hug